ground. It's Swift to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
To throw on second down, Felder. And that's to Alvin St. Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The Lions at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Good push up front, and that'll run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Back to throw. Felder. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Felder. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Ready? Now it's Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here we go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This is intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Burrow on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jalen Reagor from 4 yards out. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Lions, nothing. King York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Felder. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here we go. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Burrow going to throw again. Open man downfield is Ridley. Down inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. The quick slant caught.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
King York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half. But that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Play action. It's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown. David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half.
The kick is good.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 31-yard line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Felder. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 3rd and 2, Felder. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Seven Pirates!
Throwing on 1st down. Felder looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60%.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the gun on third down, Felder. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tredavious. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he clots it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
About that, and a crazy situation we just saw there.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Sets up 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Brandon Eccles.
And some room to work. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Point after here coming up. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Browns drive about to get started.
After the pick 6, here's Burrow again.
Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Burrow on play action.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
First down.
Burrow looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a fight.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. Looking to throw. Felder. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Felder. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Myles Garrett. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Felder. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting here, but I guarantee you probably is told that you might want to stop coming after me down here because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 52 yards. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Madden 60. 60 average. 60 average. Hey, check that. Street.
Throwing to start the drive. Felder. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Felder. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Here we go. They gotta go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Caught. It's Ridley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. from the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Felder. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. On first and 10, Felder. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Martin Emerson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On second down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On second and 10, Burrow. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down.
Now Burrow. And he completes it to Hunt. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. And Burrow going to throw again. Another completion here to Hunt. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. from the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
11 Lions, 11 Lions. 11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Delivers the pass to Rager on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
The York on now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Browns 56, Lions 13.
The York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second.
And now here is another interception.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there, and got you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely wanted one of their tight ends to get a touchdown.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Felder. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Felder. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. With a lopsided affair, final.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small